I knew it was you waiting. I could tell, so I thought, I'll just go on early. Can you hear me? That's my big question. Can you hear me? 'Cause I am super excited about tonight's show, tonight's sunset show. Oh my gosh. I'm staring at the sun. Check that out. Darla, can you hear me? Can you see? I've got full bars. Please tell me it looks and sounds okay, or I'm gonna try it on my other phone. Yes, it's good. Hi, Fred. The picture's clear. See and hear perfectly. Woo woo! That's awesome. That's so awesome. There you are, Nicole. All right. Well, we got to get started. Yes, I am early. I was early because I saw you were waiting. See, I can go early, you know. All right, you guys. Well, this is going to be a huge treat, and there are a lot of tourists around today, I've noticed. And we are going to head into the Florida Everglades. Now, before we get started, we got to wait for some more people to come on because this is going to be a really super fun show. You can see the sunset behind me, and we're going to get to see it in a most beautiful way. This is a new feature in the Florida Everglades. If you have if you're a newcomer to the beach report, you will not have seen me here, but I've been here I think only once before. Well, I've been in this area many times, but there is a new observation deck that is just off the hook and allows you to see the Florida Everglades from above. How cool is that? I am done dog sitting, and now I have a lot of plans, and I have to take all my time for myself and the beach report. Hey, Solar. So I'm so glad that you guys are here because we're gonna have a really beautiful sunset show tonight. I have been waiting all month for this. I haven't been here in a while, and I was only here once before. So, all right. So before we head up to this observation deck, it is good for me to be with the dogs, but you know what? Then I get too intense and worrying about the dogs and dog walking, and it stops me from doing some of the work I need to do. And look at this, you guys. There are alligators in there. I don't see them yet, but I know they're there, especially now because it's mating season. So it should be interesting. This is probably the safest way to see the alligators right now. All right, we're getting some more people on. I want to welcome everybody to the Florida Everglades. Hi, Gretchen. Now, this is something that I never really thought about before. I always hated going on Alligator Alley because it's a toll road, and Jill doesn't like toll roads. However, I now know because of coming here that the Alligator Alley Toll Road actually funds restoration and preservation of the beautiful Florida Everglades, and I am all about that. All right, so let's learn about non-native and exotic plants because our Florida Everglades ecosystem is unfortunately out of balance. No, Solar, don't say World War III. That's not gonna happen. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything, you guys. We're in the Florida Everglades, okay? We're not talking about stuff that we don't have any control over. This is something we do have control over. That's right. Gretchen loves the Everglades adventures. And where else do you have these but on the beach report? All right, you guys. So I'm going to let you look for gators, and I'm going to talk about the non-native or exotic plants, which are species that live outside of their native ranges as a result of human activity. Yes, there's the lookout tower, Andy. We'll be going up there momentarily to catch the sunset. It's going to be amazing. And a lot of people going up and down too, which could be interesting as well. Only a small portion of these plants become invasive, but those that do can harm native habitats. Every year, millions of tax dollars are spent controlling these invaders. Native plants are species that establish themselves in an area naturally. Left untouched, native habitats are healthy, balanced ecosystems. In the Florida Everglades, biologists remove and control invasive plants growing on tree islands and in marshes. Remember when I took you to a tree island last month? Did you ever hear of acacia tree? This is what it looks like. That's acacia. See if we can find that natively right around us. I don't see it. But one single ear leaf acacia tree can produce 47,000 seeds every year. That's a non-native plant. That threatens the native pinelands, the scrub, and the hammocks. We reviewed a new high-speed battleship yesterday. Oh my. I didn't want to talk about war. Hi, Jim. I do have energy. I have energy for the Everglades, but I didn't want to talk about war. Let's all Carmen Electra. Let's all enjoy the nature in the Florida Everglades. This is one of the oldest, largest, and most special, I think, ecosystems on the planet. The Florida Everglades is so incredibly special that just being here, it's like you're transported not just back in time, but back to another, I don't know, it's like another land here. You have your friend on? Hi, LaDonna. Yeah, that's what I thought too, acacia. That does sound like a diet supplement. So interesting. So you guys have heard of Melaleuca, right? Yeah. Well, that was purposefully introduced by humans. They thought they could dry up the Everglades with it, but it spread so aggressively that it quickly covered 500,000 acres. Melaleuca is an invasive species that you don't want. Hi, Rigid. It is not a long drive from Fort Lauderdale to I am just off of Alligator Alley, which is incredible. You know, it's a toll road, it's a fast road, but you can come on here and have a great Florida Everglades experience, which we are about to do. We're about to have an amazing sunset experience. Like we're already looking at a beautiful sunset, pre-sunset. No, I didn't walk here, Jim. I would be tired to have no energy. There's Marina. Marina, if you have a song you want to hear, you let me know what it is. Hi, Barbara. Hi, John. Hi, Wes. Haha, I love Wes's comment. God, good blessed evening to the most beautiful and kind-hearted and lovely young lady in the world, Jill. That's so kind of you. Actually, you guys have been making my whole month. I am so excited. I don't know what the milkshake bar is. No, no, I don't really know Tampa very well, so I would say no. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, boas and other pet reptiles, they are super invasive, you know it, and very dangerous in the Everglades. Now we're on another level, so we can start looking for the alligators because they're in there. And you don't want to be very close to them when it's mating season. They're very active during this time of the year. We've had a lot of rain, so I don't know if that it I mean, they like that because they like water. Ooh, look at this. Sunsh sunshine, sunshine, reggae. Can you give me some words? Is that a common song? How about sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy? Look at that, you guys. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Shine almost always makes me high. If I had a song that I would sing to you. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Right, don't make me sing while all these people are here. Oh, sun is shining, weather is sweet. Make you wanna move your dancing feet. Yeah, yeah. Do give me more. If I just see the words, it comes right to me. So here's some information about the weather patterns of the Everglades. Rain is vital to the Everglades, as we were speaking about before. And this is the only wetland system in the world that is nourished primarily from the atmosphere. Wet or dry. There are only two seasons here, wet and dry. From May through November, thunderstorms are frequent. And it looks like some are gathering over there on the horizon. Almost all of the annual 62 inches of rain falls. Tropical storms and hurricanes bring the most water as well as change. They alter the coastline, flush out decayed vegetation, remove weakened branches, and disperse seeds. Less than 1/4 of the annual rainfall occurs from December through April, and it was very dry this year. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been hanging round my back chair, my back stair. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I get feeling better, when I'm feeling no pain. You've been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream. But you always me. Sometimes I think it's a sin, but you get feeling better when I'm feeling again. Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. Door. What do you mean door, Joyce? Oh, Joyce has got the perfect song. This is the perfect song. Look at that. Can you even? Over the rain. Oh my gosh, yeah, I do, Darla. Way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, Skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Birds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Oh, well, thank you so much, Bess. Bridget wants to know if I was ever on TV. Well, in a way, yes is the short answer, but I was a television writer. I was a writer for a Nickelodeon show in the early 90s. No, the late 80s, 1988. I wrote for them from 1988 to 1990, and the show was called Don't Just Sit There. Anyone ever hear of it? You have to be a certain age and have grown up in a certain time if you remember Don't Just Sit There. But the funny thing is, they had me do a promo commercial once. And the only times that they ever put me on the TV shows, Nickelodeon, they would make, well, I was always dressed up like a character, you know. So in this commercial, I was a 50s mom. You can find it on my website. It's there. It's in one of my favorites playlist. So you can check that out. Oh, look, here's a very lovely person. That's disgusting. Wow. Who thinks like that? Yeah, Nick, Nickelodeon. Exactly. Yes, so it's all about the Nickelodeon. So we're going to have an amazing, amazing sunset tonight. And then I'm going to get on the road because it is a very dear friend's 70th birthday. So I hope you will all join me in wishing Joyce a happy 70th birthday. And I'm going to sing to her the Cohen Kid birthday song, which is an honor in and of itself. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one too. Love you, Joyce. Love you so much. Hi, Holly. You're making your mom dinner. Aren't you lucky that you have your mom around? Gotta love your moms, right? Everybody wish Joyce a happy, happy birthday. All right, sunshine reggae. Give me the words. Somebody did. I remember that. Sun is shining. The weather is sweet. Make you want to move your dancing feet. To the rescue. Here I am. Want you to notice if you can where I stand. All right, anyway. Okay, well, we still have the sun relatively up in the sky. We're gonna look for gators now, because if we could see them easily, it would be from above, right? Check it out. Where are all the gators? Where have all the gators gone? Long time no see. But there might be one over there. Look at how that water's acting. Where have all the gators gone? Long time ago. Yes, that's the noise of a dog. And the funny thing about gators is they can be down there and completely submerged. And then boom, they pop up. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme. I don't know, it's not working for me, Marina. You're heading out, Nicole. You didn't stay very long. Don't you want to see gators? I'm obsessed with alligators. I don't know why. I just love them. They're so prehistoric. You know, it's part of the the charm of the Florida Everglades that it has actual prehistoric monsters living everywhere, literally everywhere. Hey Wes, what kind of phone do you have? Yes, I have a Apple. Yeah, well, you don't act like you're 70. You don't think like you're 70. You're like me. You think like a teenager. No, we don't think like teenagers either. Look at this bird. Is that a crow? Cowboys in the house. Always happy to see cowboys. Thank you, cowboy. So awesome. Gator tail tastes like chicken. Have you ever eaten gator? Raise your hand if you've eaten alligator. Because people are oh so scared of alligators. But I'll tell you what, alligators never eaten me, but I have eaten alligators. So just saying. See if we can see any of them down here. Ooh, there's one now. There's something now. No, it's a turtle. Wait, there he is. All right. And the turtle submerged. Okay. Well, we know the critters are in there. You know, it's always funny to me seeing turtles swimming around where gators live because turtles are gator food. Oh, look, he's back. He's back. Thank you so much, Holly. You guys are the best. Yeah, that turtle's a pain. Okay, anyway, we got to get ready for this amazing sunset. Whoa, look at that. Hey, Bugs Bunny. The turtle submerged. You're funny, Connor.
2, 1, go. I don't know. It's
Sorry.
no, Phil, please no. It's gonna fall. Yeah, don't do that.
Families are taking family pictures. I'll tell you what, this is the place in the backdrop to get a beautiful family picture. Totally. I'm looking for gators. Not looking for turtles. We saw a turtle. Now we would like to see a gator, please, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you, cowboys. So this is the Florida Everglades. Yes, there's a highway cutting through it, but this is the Florida Everglades. And you can see for miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles. I can see for miles and miles and miles. Thank you so much, cowboys. This is an epic sunset already. I don't even need to see it. I know it's good. Oh my gosh, cuteness overload. Oh, sorry, guys. I think I just turned you upside down. Sorry about that. Here we go. Yeah, are you okay, Darla? You're always getting hurt on the beach report. Wow. All right, JJ, you're gonna be okay. Oh my, so dramatic. Holly, you guys are hilarious. All right, now I'm gonna teach you about the Everglades, okay? The Everglades are dotted with tear-shaped oases. Most of them are mere inches higher than the surrounding marsh, although they comprise less than 2% of the area. Tree islands are important to the health of the Everglades and the survival of many plants and birds.
Do not fit on the gate. Oh.
Look at that sunset. Now that is
Well,
something.
the thing is in the winter time.
That's awesome. Wes is singing happy birthday to Joyce. All right, you guys are gonna learn something though while the sunset starts to happen. We're gonna learn about tree islands. Tree islands are biodiversity hotspots. These forested havens of cabbage palm, red maple, sweet bay, and cypress provide habitat for a diversity of animals. Songbirds, white-tailed deer, bobcats, marsh rabbits, otters, and even snakes find refuge. They are important resting sites for migrating birds and provide nesting areas for alligators, turtles, wading birds, hawks, and owls. This right here is a tree island. You can see it's just a little bit different. Now, when you look on the horizon, you see how it sticks up in certain places. Those are tree islands. Yeah, snakes. Snakes in the Everglades. Don't worry, I'm not going to encounter any snakes. No
Or
way.
alligators.
Or alligators. Everybody wants to see the alligators, though. Where are the alligators? They are just not out and about. I'm looking. We still have our sun in the sky. Now you will notice I'm not wearing sunglasses. I'm really trying hard not to wear sunglasses anymore because I believe that staring at the sun, and not that I believe it, but I think it's been scientifically noted that if you stare at the sun between the sunrise and the sunset, like when it's going up and when it's going down, you actually help your vision. Now, I've been living in Florida for the past 11 years, and when I got here, I had to wear glasses, especially at night and especially for distances. I no longer wear them. Just saying. This is the Florida Everglades, and I'm just right off of the Alligator Alley. So it's a toll road, but it's a toll road that you can afford to pay because you can actually have an amazing Everglades experience just by taking the highway. Isn't that crazy? But it's true. More cute dogs. And everything that you see here, this is all brand new what I'm standing on. And everything here was funded by the toll road that goes through the Everglades known as Alligator Alley. This is one of the most beautiful sunsets you will ever possibly see. Look at that. It looks like it might go through some clouds soon though. Wow. Darla, you're busy. You do not pay to come here, but you do pay because this is a toll road. So you're paying to take the road through the Everglades, which basically goes from Miami and Fort Lauderdale all the way over to Naples. How common do people have to report alligators sunbathing on their porch? Oh, all the time. Literally all the time. It's very common. Good girl, darling. Hi, Michael. It is a beautiful sunset we have tonight. Oh, there's Bob Cox. You always have great things. Vitamin D through your eyes, exactly 10 minutes of sun per day stimulates mitochondria. And Vanessa's in Clearwater Beach. You have a great sunset. Hi, Random. Oh, listen to this one. Random says this sunset is almost as breathtaking as my smile. I'm gonna read all the best, sweetest compliments, not the gross ones. I'm glad you're here, Random. I'm glad you're here too, Marina, and everybody else. Joyce's choice is Tevia. Oh, Joyce wants to hear Tevia. All right. Do you want to hear that now? Kansas looks so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've actually never been to Kansas. But here we are in the Florida Everglades. All right, and I'm gonna sing Joyce's favorite song. Tell me if you know what musical this song is from. Dear Lord, you made many, many poor people. Now I realize, of course, that it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. Would it be so wrong if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, yaddle deedle 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 diddle deedle deedle dum. All day long I'd booty booty boom. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yaddle deedle 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 diddle deedle deedle dum. If I were a very, very rich, idle diddle 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 man, I see my wife, my Goldie, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to a heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in. Screaming at the servants day and night. Do. I'd build a big tall house with the rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. Too. There would be one tall staircase just going up and one even longer coming down. And one more leading nowhere just for show. Wait, cuteness break. So adorable. Like a horse being ridden. Wow. And fluffy and manicured. That's a beautiful dog. If I were a rich man, diddle 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 dum. All day long I'd putty putty boom. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle 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 dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. But would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? All right, it's okay, Rigid. Ask some questions. You're good now. Joyce, it's her birthday, so she gets to hear whatever song she wants to hear. If you have any more songs, just ask me, Joyce. It's your birthday. You say it's your birthday. Do. Michael was in an orphanage. Did we talk about this before? The Shrivers would take us. The Shrivers, wow, would take us to an old playhouse in the 60s. Fiddler in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the wind. I don't know Oklahoma. You're welcome, Joyce. Anything for you. Shriners. Oh, Shriners. I was like, I'm thinking the Kennedy family. Wah, wah. All right, our sunset is in progress. It is like right now in progress, going downtown, Judy Brown. All right, Cowardly Lion. Why did I know you were gonna ask for this one? Um, I gotta think. I gotta think. Let's watch the sun's down. No, it's almost down. All right, it looks like we've had our sunset. It's time for the after party now. Okay. I were king of the forest, not queen, not duke, not prince. My regal robes of the forest would be satin, and not cotton, and not chintz. I command each king the official prowl with a woof and a woof and a royal growl. Ruff. As I click my heels, the mountains kneel, and the fools kowtow, and the mount kowtow, and the sparrow would take me. Fine, fine, were king. Each rabbit would show respect at me. The chipmunks genuflect at me. Tales of a rap of a so compact, a rubbery under me. Five, five were king, just a king. If you were king, you wouldn't be afraid of anybody, not nobody, not no how. Not even a rhinoceros? Impossimus. Well, what if you met a hippopotamus? I'd thrash him from top to bottomus. What if you met a dinosaurus? I show him who's king of the forest. How? How? Courage. What makes a man out of a slave? Courage. What makes the mast on a mast a wave? Courage. What makes the chipmunk guard his musk in the misty mist of the dusky dusk? What makes the muskrat guard his musk? Courage. You can say that again. All right, you guys, there's people everywhere. They think I'm a little bit crazy. But I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll. Remember that? Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Gorgeous. All right, everyone's like, show's over. It's closing time. You don't have to leave, but you can't stay here. Thank you, Honda. Yeah, Alice, me too. Maria, you make me smile so much. You're so beautiful and angelic with beautiful energy. Much love sent your way. More amazingly wonderful compliments. I am loving you guys tonight. You make doing the beach report the most enjoyable thing I've ever done in my life. And I do have to say, that I am more excited about the beach report than I've ever been after more than 10 years of doing this show. And the books that I am publishing and the things I'm working on, I am super excited about. And I can't believe that I have this great, I can't believe, I mean, I wanted this to happen, but my great members group has grown to the point where it's like really a thing. And you guys have been buying books. Now, I know those of you who have recently bought books and you haven't gotten them yet, they are ready to go in the mail, but I'm having some problems with my Wix payments on my website. So it says not to send books out until you get the payment thing solved. So that's all I'm waiting for. Hopefully that I've contacted them, and they even talked to me on a Sunday, so that was cool. But hopefully that will be resolved in the next few days. So everybody hang on. Your books are all ready to go. I'm so excited. And by the way, everybody who orders a book this month will get a free peacock feather from my peacocks. So get them while they're hot. I have lots of peacock feathers, so feel free to order books and let me know what you guys think that you would like to see on the beach report. We will be going up north next month, end of this month. So we'll be doing some traveling and going to different beaches like Myrtle Beach and um, maybe the Outer Banks. I'm not sure yet. Definitely want to go back to Virginia Beach. So if there's a beach that you especially want to see, then let me know and we can try to drive there. All right, let me show you the after party. It is not as beautiful as the sunset was, but I have a feeling that it is still developing. Yeah, you love Myrtle Beach, Austin. I love Myrtle Beach. So I have very dear friends who live in Myrtle Beach. I stop there every year. Good night, Michael. In Virginia Beach. So this is the Florida Everglades just after sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. We're lucky it's not raining because it has been raining a lot lately. I'm sorry you didn't get to see any alligators, but we're not done yet. I do have an alligator to show you. This is my last ditch alligator. Oh, Dancing Queen. How does that one start? That was my daughter's favorite song. I don't know. It's not really a singing song, though. Marina, can you come up with something a little bit easier for me? Or maybe I'll do, here's a good song for you guys. Come to Michigan. Michigan is nowhere near Pennsylvania, Jim. Am I right? I've never been to Michigan. I just know that I got to get to Pennsylvania because I'm going to meet somebody I've been waiting my whole life to meet. My first grandchild. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing in the month of May. I'll be in Pennsylvania all month, pretty much. Hey, there's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Oh, these boots were made for walking. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. But I don't really know that song off the top of my head. Shania Twain, Feels Like a Woman. I feel like a woman. I don't know what that one so well either. Honda says, I used to be a storyteller at my children's school, and my favorite was Little Orphan Annie's Jesus Whitcomb Riley from memory. Little James Whitcomb Riley. What is that song? I mean, I can sing Annie, no problem. We'll start with the sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. People are like, who's the crazy lady singing? Well, oh, we found a gator and it's a baby. And I'm stuck at yeah, it's a little one. And I'm stuck at the day that's great and lonely. That's a little baby gator. It's a pretty big baby gator, actually, and it looks like he's eating something. I just pick up my chin and grin and say, "Oh." See, never count out the gators. The sun'll come out tomorrow. So you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may,
That's exactly what
tomorrow, tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. You're only a day away. Yeah, he does look cute, and I'm not gonna pet him. He's a wild animal. You should never touch wild animals. Never, never, never. Did you not learn anything on the beach report, Richard? All right, that's great. We didn't just see an alligator, we saw a baby, a juvenile alligator making his way in the world all by himself. See if mama's anywhere near. She should be. Baby gators, they stick pretty close to their mummies, and their mummies can be fierce. That little guy was busy. Usually the big fat gators, they're just lazing about. They don't do much of anything. All right, well, I told you I was going to show you a gator. But I do have another gator to show you. I know you're joking, Richard, so am I. Darla was always scared of gators until she visited her in-laws in Hilton Head. Were they scarier than the gators? Jill, have you seen the video of the guy playing guitar? Yes, and 6 or 7 gators. I know. I've been thinking that. Oh, look at this. Oh, this gator, he's got this guy by the head. That's insane. I'm glad you did it. Now I don't have to. Thank you. Look at that. There's big Wally Gator. Look at that. This is a very realistic replica. It's a little bit bigger than a normal gator. If I saw a gator this big, I think I would be pretty scared. It's very big. Very big. And that guy putting his head in it, that was pretty daring, because I want to show you, like, Wally here, he's got teeth. He's got teeth, and that he get hurt. That's the little blood I see in there. Good Lord. Yeah, put a foot in it. No way. I would get hurt if I did that. I just know that. Yeah, real gators don't look real either. It's true. But this one definitely not real. Thank goodness, because if he were real, I would be frightened. All right, you guys. Yes, that's a fake gator. Don't worry, Solar. Well, I will read to you some more education about the Florida Everglades. And let's talk about the reptiles of the Florida Everglades. Reptiles are well adapted to life in the swamp. Numerous species find just what they need to thrive here. The American alligator, that guy right there, is a common and important resident of the Everglades. Some call him the king of the marsh. This large reptile eats anything it can overpower, including fish, birds, frogs, turtles, snakes, deer, and even other alligators. That's right, they are cannibals. It digs out pools of water called gator holes that are vital to the survival of many wetland species. There's also other reptiles like the Florida scarlet snake, and I can show you pictures. How many acres? Oh gosh, I think I know that information is here somewhere. I'll find out. This is the yellow rat snake, the brown water snake. I know Darla doesn't want to see this. The corn snake, the cottonmouth, the Florida cottonmouth, venomous, and the peninsula cooter, which I think is what, well, I don't know if that's what we saw. That looks like a land turtle or terrapin. I don't know. Florida snapping turtle. That might be what we saw. Florida box turtle. The southeastern five-line skink. Is it a is this a snake or is it a lizard? You decide. Florida soft shell turtle. And of course, the American alligator. All right, let's see if we can get a vibe on how many acres we have here in the Everglades. It might be millions. I'm not seeing it here. But that's more information about the invasive species that are contributing to the demise of the Florida Everglades, which we never ever want this area to go away. It's very, very important. And it's the reason why people around here have fought so hard to not let a big airport be built here. You know, that's how how alligator Alcatraz came about, was because back in the 70s, they wanted to build the largest airport in the world right in the middle of the Florida Everglades. Very stupid, stupid move. And they only got to build one runway, and that's what they took advantage of in alligator Alcatraz. So a portion of the alligator alley toll money, a portion, goes towards protecting the Everglades. More than $60 million in toll money has been raised to fund projects that help restore and preserve the wondrous Everglades. Still not seeing how big. Okay, there's one more informational thing that I can find here. And it is also not telling us how big it is, but it does show us how big it is. So that's the area of the Everglades. The historic Everglades all the way up to Lake Okeechobee and the Big Cypress Swamp, which we are not in the swamp yet. But it's not, I don't see anything that tells us how many acres. I'm sure one of you could look it up. 1.5 million. There we go. Joyce did it. Thank you, Joyce. They need to update that since those big boats in the Everglades are eating gators instead of the other way around. Yeah, they are. Yeah, the gators don't eat people. They don't want to eat people. And this says, thank you for visiting Alligator Alley, Florida Department of Transportation. Well, I, for one, am extremely grateful that they built this observation deck. Oops. I think it's the coolest thing ever. It's brand new and it's great attraction so that people can see the Florida Everglades from a very safe vantage point. And get a good idea of how big this area really is because it's huge. What did we find out? 1.5 million acres. That's a lot. Look at it. Look at it from here. And then it's so weird, there's this huge highway over here. People are doing 80 over there. And over here we have we have the most delicate ecosystem in the world. It's unbelievable. Florida. Such a special place. I just love Florida. And I love to teach you guys about the different areas of Florida that I love, that I've come to love since I moved here in 2015. So this is kind of interesting. So I'm walking backwards right now. Did you know that every time you walk backwards, you're actually giving your brain like a training? And if you walk backwards and you talk at the same time, you're actually doing double time training for your brain. And that's what I'm doing right now. I didn't even mean to do it, but here I am. I was like, how am I going to do that? I'm always researching things just to make myself better and then to bring it home to you and make you better too. Is that the moon rising? Where is the moon rising? I see a bad moon rising. I don't know. I don't see the moon anywhere. Sorry. I'm looking. I don't see it. Oh, hi, Marion. Good to see you. And you live in Florida. What part of Florida do you live in? It is the moon rising. No, it's street light. I think it's street light. I think Marion's right because those are street lights. One there, two there. I believe you blindly, says Richard. Low opposite the sun. Uh, I'm looking. I'm not seeing. Whoops, sorry. I mean, the sun would be over there. Think I have to go on the observation deck if I want to see it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's Joyce's birthday. I think it's the moon, says Jim. I love you, Jim. You're so great. Hey, Paul, we love you to bring us this joy of Florida. Thank you for all you do. Oh, you guys are awesome. Coconut Creek. I don't know where that is, Marianne. Is that the East Coast or the West Coast? I think it sounds like it. That sounds like an East Coast thing. Yes, drop a pillow on your butt and try it. Fonda, you're hilarious. To the left, to the left, to the left. I don't see no stinking moon, Joyce. I know it's your birthday, but I just see street lights, people, street lights, people. Heaven must have had What is this? This looks like a play place for children and animals. Never seen this before. Interesting. It's a playground. Ooh, the playgrounds. Now, when I was a young parent, I remember getting so excited about the playgrounds for the kids. It's very it's life-changing to have a baby coming into your life again after so many years of raising my own babies. It's been 30 years since I had babies. Mm. All right, you guys. Anyway, I'm sorry, I have babies on the brain. Marion's on the East Coast near Margate, about 20 minutes from Fort Lauderdale. Okay, that's near my stomping grounds. Well, right now I am in Alligator Alley, but I'm heading for Fort Myers. But yes, I've lived in Fort Lauderdale since 2015. So that is one of my favorite places in the whole world. And I thought I recalled Coconut Creek. But I travel all over Florida, Marion. So if you have any really cool places that you want to recommend we visit, then feel free. We like to do fun things on the beach report and see parts of Florida that most people don't even know about. Ever had someone going through something serious say your books were helpful? So, yes and no. I mean, my 9/11 book, I know I've gotten so many compliments on that, and I can tell you a lot of stories about, well, I'm writing a sequel to it, which are kind of those stories that I want to tell after I published the book about 9/11, which is called Like It Was Yesterday, A Journalist's Files Since 9/11. On sale at jillbooks.com, by the way. I have to shamelessly promote myself because now I see that it's you and me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world when all the others turn their backs and walk away. You can count on me to stay. Actually, that is a good song for me because that is how I feel. I do feel like it's you and me against the world. It's you and me against the machines. And I plan to stick around and be the anti AI for the rest of my natural given life. I do have family in Fort Pierce and Ocala. Oh, we love Fort Pierce, and my sister used to live in Ocala, and I love to go there too. Silver Spring is very beautiful for swimming with manatees. Yeah, you spelled that. It made me confused, but yes, Silver Spring is beautiful, and I have been there before, and we should go back. And we can do that maybe sooner than you think. Don't be scared, be scary. Exactly. Joyce knows. All right, you guys. So anyway, thank you, Gretchen. JillBooks.com. Check out my website. I sell more than just books, and actually somebody bought a beach bag. I am super stoked about that. And so I do sell beach bags, and I will be designing some more merchandise. So if there's anything you want to see me design, like I can make all sorts of beach bags. Maybe I should make a whole collection of them because it is the beach report. Buy a book or 3 and a muffin pillow. Yes, all the stuff. So anyway, I fund myself with items that I personally write or personally design. Everything is Jill made, Jill inspired, one woman show. So when you support me by buying my merchandise, you are supporting the beach report, which I do every single day, whether I sell books or not. But it's still nice to have some help. Thank you for being a friend. Do 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 do. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. No, I don't know Lisa Cohen. But if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend." Remember that? That was the opening to the Golden Girls. Oh, my Gen Xers. All right, the bugs are coming out. You can tell it's going to be summertime soon. Oh, thank you so much, Rigid. Thank you guys for your support. Always, always. I appreciate it. The mosquitoes are starting to, like, when the lights come on the street, the mosquitoes come out. And then Rigid makes me not want to leave. It helped me to see a manatee poop live on the beach report. That's true. That's true. I do have footage of a manatee pooping live. And maybe I have to repost that because that was super cool and funny. Now Marky Mark is here. Where you been? Oh my gosh. Hello. Yeah. What am I doing this week? That's a good question. Oh, yeah, I did want to talk about this one quick. Got to do my taxes. Yes, I let it go to the last minute like I always do. And this year, it is especially difficult for me to do the whole tax thing because I'm beyond angry about all the fraud. And I'm realizing that we live in a country that is incredibly wealthy, so wealthy that we can be robbed by billions and even maybe trillions of dollars and barely even know it. I mean, what is that? How is that possible? And everybody's starting to, cry poor and get very upset because they can't, buy food and gas is going up. And I'm not sure if it's still going up, but by the way, let's all have a moment of silence and pray for the people of Iran. Um they are under the grip of a horrible rogue regime, and I think at this point, all we can do for them is to pray, Heavenly Father, please deliver the people of Iran from the oppression that they've been under for 47 years. In Jesus' name, amen. Anyway, I don't want you guys to be afraid of anything. Remember, the Bible tells us to not have any fear for any reason. Don't be afraid. Be prepared. And by being prepared, I mean just, just live your life and anything can happen. So be prepared for that. Just mentally, just know anything can happen. And good or bad, it's going to be God's will. All the prices are so high and we work hard for our money, especially. Yes, exactly, Nicole. And paying taxes in order to hand it over to people who think that we are easy marks is especially egregious. Anyway, amen. Had a wonderful time with you all on the beach report tonight. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you on the next beach report. Ciao for now.